I'm doing all right. This week I've had a request actually off Charlie to do a talk through a fairly basic routine, the line up down the middle of the table. Like I said, it's not the hardest one in the world, but I've been asked to sort of just talk through it. I might start doing some harder ones if this one goes well. It's not with the head cam. It's just it's the camera set up and obviously me microphone, so I can sort of talk through what I'm doing. If it goes all right, if people want to do it, I'll do different routines. Maybe challenge me, make some really hard, request some really hard ones. With me talking through it, I'm just explaining where I'm hitting on the white, why I'm hitting there on the white, and let's see if I get all the balls in. So start easy. Pot the red, tracer right to get high on the black. Same shot again. Tracer right to get high on the red. Same shot again. Find the middle with this one. Hold the white. Same shot again. Tracer right. Use that tracer right. It's just a little bit of help inside. Helps the white on its way, so it keeps running. Same shot again. Tracer right. Higher than you think. Nice and high. So I need to make sure I've got the right angle here, so nice and high on the black. Tracer left. Let the help inside. Send the white on its way. There you go. Middle of the white, just drop through for the pink. Just go forward a little bit, just above centre. Nice hit. There we go. So easy again, just below centre. Let the angle do its work. Again, with this shot, it's easy, but just make sure you're not putting any left on it, because it will trap the white and you'll not get where you want to be. It's easy to get a bit careless with them shots. Go for the blue now. Don't be right on the white. That white will keep going. If I'd have just put a little bit of right hand side on that, it would have held the white. And it's this situation, it's okay because I can get on anything. But when you need to be more precise with the white, that will catch you out really easily. So I know this is quite an easy routine, but try and be disciplined with that, because if you can get that into your game where you're always checking where you're aiming on the white, it sounds a bit obvious, but it will make a difference. Make it routine. Again, don't be left hand side here. Not a lot of right I've put on that. I'm just making sure that I'm not left of middle, because if you're left of middle, it will trap a little bit. You'd probably still land here, but like I say, when you're trying to be precise, it will catch you out. Middle I need for this, really. There you go. And now screw back the red in the middle. Find the middle for a straight shot. play on the blue, but try and stay this side of it. And I've got this red here in case I have to come down here. A little bit of a rainy day red. You can do that when you're playing in like a proper frame. If you've got a red up the table, you've got a chance to go down there. Sometimes it's worth just leaving it and coming down here and getting to the business end. And then if you do end up not quite getting right, you can play for that rainy day red, can't you? So again here, I want to be not left of middle because I want the white to go that way. And I just wandered left, it can trap and you can end up there really easy. So same again here. Don't be right of middle. Didn't take long to use a rainy day red, did it? So again, I need to be low here. I don't want to be too far up the table, or I'm in trouble. Easy game, isn't it, really? And all the fuss is about. But like I was saying before about just checking where you're aiming on the white, it sounds obvious, but just if you incorporate that checking into your game, it becomes a habit and you will get the benefits. Found the middle there. Shock horror. Right, play for the one near the blue now. Need to be a bit more precise. Here we go. Oh, dodgy angle. Oh no. Right, screw back for a bulk colour here, probably yellow. Oh no. Change of plan. Easy blue. Getting nervous now. Might do it. So I've got to hold the white. Easy hit. Float through the white there. So again, I want the white to move for me, so make sure I'm right in middle. Or definitely not left of it, because you want it to keep going. And when I say right in middle, I mean tiny bit. Just make sure you're right at that sphere. Same shot here, because you want the paste to get on the yellow. Again, if I just wander right again, like I say, it just traps and you end up there and you're in trouble. And same again here. This shot, I always think playing off the side rail is the easier shot. If you're a bit nervous, play the screw shot, it's easy to get into it and you end up on the black. So, or I do anyway. So, just get left again and that middle so you don't get any trap. It's not a lot of side, but it'll just send it on its way. Again, a little bit of right here again. It's the easiest game in the world, there's all the fusses about. So drop this in, I'm getting nervous. Do I flare the black in? Do I flare the black in? Oh, it's just easy game, isn't it? So there you go. Obviously, in the video, you hear me speaking about those little traces of side that I posted the other week about helping side, and that's what I mean. And when I mean helping side, again, if the closest part to you is the middle, I mean just right or just left of middle, depending on what way you're potting. it's not going to have the white spinning loads. But like I said, when you're playing position, if it's a right cut, the white's going to go that way. So that little bit, a tiny bit of left, just helps it on its way, so it gets where it wants to go. And like I say, it's not going to change anything. It's just helping it. That's why it's got to help inside. So I think even with a sort of easy practice routine like that, you can sort of keep repeating doing that, and all you're doing then, you're just reaffirming and it's become a habit where you're addressing on the white for your right cuts or your left cuts, and that will help your positional play, and it can then incorporate that into your sort of game in a proper frame. So I think with things like that, even though it's an easier routine, it's easy. Like I say, don't get complacent. Try and be disciplined with where you're addressing on the white, because where you're addressing on the white is so important. Operation Dog Bones back. Yeah, that is more, where you're addressing on the white is more important than queuing straight. You can have the best queue action in the world, queuing straight. Not that queuing straight is the be all and end all anyway. There's loads of unbelievable players down the years that don't queue straight. But if you can refocus where you're addressing on the white, and if you're addressing at the right spots, like I say, that sweet spot's bigger, and it's going to help your game. And I think it's so much more. You get so much more benefits from actually focusing your attention on that. Like I say, not saying you shouldn't have a cue action that you can repeat, but for me, that is where your focus should be. Obviously, have your cue action running in the background, but you need to be focusing on pot that to get on that, and to be able to do that, to get the white where you want it to go, you need to be addressing and hitting the right spots on the white. Like I said, you don't actually have to cue that back well. If you're addressing at the right points, you don't actually have to hit it that well. You've got more chance of it going in. But obviously, if you have this perfectly correct straight cue action, right? If you're addressing in the wrong points, the shot's not going to be made. So, yes, I know I'm like a dog with a bone. Sorry about that, but it really will help. Even if you're still going down the cue action rabbit hole, if a straight perfect cue action was that important, made you a great player, then when it comes to sort of the rankings or just in any way of sort of grading players, you would just list the straightest cue actions, wouldn't you? And then nobody'd have to play because he's cues straighter than him, so he'll be better than him. But obviously, we all know that doesn't work like that. The opposite end of the spectrum is you probably know someone that cues terrible, or not how you should do, and they're not balls in. But that's because by chance, or they've just learned that if they address at the right spots, it gives them a better chance to play the game better. And I think when people are wrapped up with the cue action myth, it's like that not only makes them go around chasing the tail, it also stops them actually learning to play the game, because they're just obsessed with going, if I can just cue dead straight, I'm going to be the best player ever. And it doesn't work like that. Neil Robertson, obviously, known as the best cue action, cues dead straight, amazing, but he's not a great player because of that. That helps him. Obviously, it makes him superhuman. But if he was addressing in the wrong spots, if he didn't know where to aim, he'd be the worst player, because he'd keep sending it where he's aiming. So, like I say, I know I go on about it a lot. People at any level if they can redirect their attention to sort of learning to actually play the game, because a lot of the people, or a lot of this stuff I hear, is coming from people that can't actually play. So surely that disproves their theory that have this perfect cue action and you will be a great player, and it doesn't work like that. Like I said, some of the greatest players ever didn't cue straight. So I mean, how much evidence do you need? Look at Trump, look at Judd. Like, he starts over here, ends up over here, but again, he hits the right part of the white. It comes, and it's just, it really will help you if you can redirect your attention. So, yeah, please do it. I hope that was all right. Please share, like, subscribe, and I will see you soon.